number 4. At the other guard position, number 15. The head coach of the visiting team is Greg Popovich. Now, let's meet the starting 5 for your Chicago Bulls. At center, 7 feet 1 inch, number 52. Number 52. At the power forward, standing 6'11", number 7. Number 7. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 21. At the shooting guard position, at 6'9" number 6. Number 6. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'8", number 32. Your Chicago Bulls head coach is Billy Donovan. One more time for your Chicago Bulls.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, we know the game's changing, and Steve Kerr says, I'm amazed by the skill level of today's players. But the little things, getting back in transition, boxing out, they aren't as locked in. Most of them didn't have a high school and college coach yelling at them for 8 straight years. So, it's a different world. Guys?
Good perspective from Steve Kerr. DA, thank you. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Bulls. They're down in 9th place so far, still early in the season.
And looking at Chicago, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. They've got ABC. Michael is out there with the great one, and it's ABC, and it's the kid, and at the shooting guard position. And for Chicago, the great out there with ABC, and it's ABC, and there's Captain Clutch, and it's Terrell in at the 3 spot. There's Captain Clutch. Bulls with the fresh shot clock, and Junior throws it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick.
Well, you know, everyone wants to see what you got. In reality, also, you want to see what you have against the best players in the world. So it'll take some time, though, to adapt to the speed of the game. But ultimately, it's about going out and competing.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Shot clock at 6. Here's the great. And a miss there on the triple.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
It's good.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Hamilton the pass to Terrell. That's tipped. Here's Askins. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Askins has got his second bucket of the night.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's the kid. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Poke loose, and they'll get another chance.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill. Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Pass to ABC. Down low. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And a wide open look for Junior. It's good from long range. Terrell's got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
So it's Chicago now, following the bucket by the Spurs. And here's the break. And Askins gets it to go. 6 points for him.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And the foul called on ABC. That's his first foul. The Bulls making a switch here. Ryan's checked in, then for the Spurs. Insanity, he's checked in for the Great One. And ABC subbed in for Black Hole. Here's the kid, and it's good, 2 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And no good that time. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Insanity, the pass to ABC. Hits the three-point bomb.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Passes to Terrell. Back to Bryant to end the run. He can't get it to go.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
Diving in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
So for the Bulls, Pax checked in for Captain Clutch. ABC comes in for Junior, and it's Jordan in for Hamilton. San Antonio also making some changes. She's checked in for ABC. Buckets comes in for the kid, and Freak subbed in for ABC.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way, and the dunk by Jordan.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Chicago with the ball. And the pass to ABC. Power down with both hands.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. It's San Antonio up 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they're having a lot of success from mid-range in the first half. Always nice to have that jumper to fall back on.
You know, also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Jordan is out there with Bryant. And it's Pack, and it's ABC, and it's Matthews in at the small forward position. Jordan dishes to Matthews. Ryan passes to Pat, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Unloads. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Warriors.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's buckets. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that. Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Chicago calls timeout. Well, Steve, back in 2002, you led the NBA in three-point shooting at over 47% a game. How would you have liked playing today?
I would have loved it, Kevin. The reason why I could have shot more threes, and with more threes gives you more stats, and with more stats gives you the bag.
Number 4.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Captain Clutch, he's checked in for ABC. Junior comes in for Jordan. And the great subbed in for Bryant. Outside Matthews.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with two hands on that stuff. Here's ABC. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. ABC's got his second bucket tonight. Outside Matthews. Here's the kid, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ahead. It's blocked, and they recover it. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's G. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those two elements all the time.
Here's Matthews, and he lays it straight in. Matthews has got his second bucket.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort, and he brings the energy.
Pass to Captain Clutch, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Takes it inside, scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Matthews up top. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Nailed from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Driving the lane and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. The Bulls have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And so it's San Antonio with it. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embraced the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? San Antonio did not hesitate to set the pace. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. By the end of the first quarter, they ended up with a 9-point margin. Then in the second quarter, they cooled down just a bit, giving away some of their advantage, but still finished up 1.5. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
They came out as the more physical team tonight. You could tell they put an emphasis on winning the battle of the boards. All of these bodies crashing in glass and giving them a physical and a middle edge.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Got to give some credit to the energy of their bench. The second unit guys are trying to make a name for themselves tonight. And you know, like the fire under the starters, baby.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for Captain Clutch.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
On the floor for San Antonio, they've got ABC. ABC is out there with Black Hole. Then it's the Kid, and it's Askins. And it's look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. The Kid's got 8.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Ball stolen. Here's ABC.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go.
Yes! Yes!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And stolen by Hamilton. For the finish, and it's blocked. Here's the Kid. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Now, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
And now, the first timeout called here for the Spurs. Jordan, he's checked in for Hamilton. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Insanity, he's checked in for the Great One. ABC comes in for Black Hole. Buckets, he's checked in for the Kid. And Freak subbed in for ABC.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Over to the wing. Buckets. That three off the mark.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Captain Clutch. Out to the right wing. Here's Outlaw. The baseline jumper goes down.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Jordan the pass to ABC. Here's the great for the tie. He can't get that one. It's tipped. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Spurs making a switch here. G's checked in. Got that one up quick. And that's 10 points for Buckets.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
And then slammed in by Jordan.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. San Antonio leading. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Terrell. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. So for the Bulls, Hacks checked in for ABC. And it's Bryant in for the great. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Kobe with the steal. Here's Captain Clutch. Drills it from outside. Captain Clutch has got 7 points here in this quarter. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Matthews, he's checked in for the Bulls. Freak kicks to Outlaw. Spurs passing it around. And the dunk by Outlaw.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Captain Clutch. Counted. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And he gets it to go. The Insanity's got it all tied up now for San Antonio. Jordan dishes to Matthews. And then Matthews with the jam.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. San Antonio's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Inside, G and G with the stuff.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. To the paint. Outside for Kobe. Outside Matthews. And there's the ball.
Yes. Goodness. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's San Antonio leading by just 1. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just...
I like the way that Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Pack is out there with Captain Clutch, and it's ABC, and it's ABC, and it's Bryant in at the 2. Here's the kid, guarded by Kobe. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his
ABC's checked in for ABC.
first team foul. Spurs substitution, number
A
43.
fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
To the right side. Passes it to the kid. Had the space there, but it's offline. Now Matthews. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
Some changes for Chicago. ABC comes in for Captain Clutch. And Junior subbed in for Matthews. Now the pass to ABC. 9 feet out. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
The greats checked in for Bryant. Ball's knocked loose. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Got a piece of it. Pass to ABC. To the middle, Askins. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Askins has got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Askins with the rebound. Spurs leading by 7. And the call will go against the great. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, Chicago. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. And Askins gets it to go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Back passes to Hamilton. Terrell. And again, no good by Chicago.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the Spurs with possession. They've got an 8-0 run. Buries it from three-point range.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are...
Oh!
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Pat. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Captain Clutch, he's checked in for Chicago. Insanity, he's checked in for the Spurs. ABC passes to Insanity. Here's the kid. Now, here's Junior. Guarded closer. The shot from the low post is good.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Knocked loose. The great passes to ABC. Three-pointer. That doesn't go, but he's 5 for 11.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for San Antonio.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For ABC.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
He takes it in and uses both hands to jam it in.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo. That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Captain Clutch passes to the great. And the three off target. Here's the kid. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.